Hey, what's up everybody? This is Jumpin here, and today I'm going to be showing you the extended cut of one of the new endings, which is the Destroy ending, and the way I feel about it. This is pretty much going to be like a review of it. So I'm going to go ahead and start you off with the action, like from where pretty much the new stuff starts. This is going to be the running down to the beam scene. This is pretty much from what I seen, the start of some of the new cutscenes and content that you get to see. So, the point of this is that we're supposed to run down to the beam. Now, one of the problems with the old ending that was definitely frowned upon, it was a major plot hole, was the fact that Joker ran away from the battle on Earth. And not only that, it was a major plot hole that your squad mates that were with you could be seen on Normandy later on at the end of the game, which just makes no damn sense. How did they get there? Was it teleportation or whatever? So the first scene that you're about to see here is going to be explaining what exactly happened to him.
Normandy, do you copy? I need an evac, right now!
Now, this is really retarded, though, I felt. Just the fact that the Normandy came down so quick, landed, and then the whole time, this whole battle's still going on with Harbinger killing everyone and blowing them to pieces.
Here.
But in the midst of all this going on, Shepard's now able to carry his squad,
You've got to be kidding me.
to the Normandy,
We're in this to the end.
and then let them fly off and
I need
say
to
goodbye.
know somebody's getting out of this alive.
It's just
Just
stupid.
make damn sure that includes you too. Even if I am a better shot. Always. Take care, Garrus. Go!
So Harbinger just pretty much ignores the Normandy landing and Shepard letting his crew on. It totally lets them ride off into the sunset, and then all of a sudden, finally he's like, oh, now it's time to return to reality and run to the beam. And in the midst of that, now it's time to finally get hit by the laser and go into this dreamlike sequence, which isn't a dream because the extended cut has now officially disproved the indoctrination theory, unfortunately. Now, this is the second new scene. I cut ahead just because there's no point to show the slow-mo shooting of Husk, the boss of the game, or Shields. So as you go up to the beam now, you will see Hackett, commanding, having the Normandy go back to outer space, and then he announces the fact that they know someone made it onto the ship, or onto the Citadel, which was another major plot hole. Was how the hell did Hackett know when they actually thought that no one made it? They say that in the scene, is that Hammer was wiped out, no one made it, it's time for a retreat. So this is another scene just to try to explain the plot hole there of, hey, someone made it to the Citadel.
Holy shit. You
So at this point, I once again cut it ahead until after the whole weird part where you're talking to Anderson and the elusive man, which just makes no sense to me now since the indoctrination theory is disproven. And this will be the start of the Star Child scenes where
Wake up.
you're talking to this little brat. And there's a lot of new content here, which is really the point of all this new content is just to explain things that were up in the air.
Citadel.
And
It's
it's
my
kind of
home.
nice, but I'm going to pretty much let you listen to it, and I'll talk a little bit about it as we go on.
Who are you?
I am the catalyst.
I thought the Citadel was the catalyst.
No, the Citadel is part of me.
I need to stop the Reapers. Do you know how I can do that?
Perhaps. I control the Reapers. They are my solution.
Solution? To what?
Chaos. The created will always rebel against their creators. But we found a way to stop that from happening. A way to restore order.
By wiping out organic life?
No, we harvest advanced civilizations, leaving the younger ones alone. Just as we left your people alive the last time we were here.
But you killed the rest.
We helped them ascend, so they could make way for new life, storing the old life in Reaper form.
I think we'd rather keep our own form.
No, you can't. Without us to stop it, synthetics would destroy all organics. We've created the cycle so that never happens. That's the solution.
Alright, so now there's new options where you can ask about the Crucible, the Reapers, or the Catalyst.
You said you're the catalyst.
So right here I'm going to ask about the Catalyst.
What are
See
you?
what he says about it.
A construct. An intelligence designed eons ago to solve a problem. I was created to bring balance, to be the catalyst for peace between organics and synthetics.
So you're just an AI?
In as much as you are just an animal, I embody the collective intelligence of all Reapers.
But you were created.
Correct.
By who?
By ones who recognized that conflict would always arise between synthetics and organics. I was first created to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. But our efforts always ended in conflict, so a new solution was required.
The Reapers?
Precisely.
Alright, so
Where did the Reapers
now
come
we get to
from?
ask him about the Reapers.
Did you create them?
My creators gave them form. I gave them function. They, in turn, give me purpose. The Reapers are a synthetic representation of my creators.
And what happened to your creators?
They became the first true Reaper. They did not approve, but it was the only solution.
Now that makes no sense to me.
You said that before. But how do the Reapers solve anything?
Organics create synthetics to improve their own existence, but those improvements have limits. To exceed those limits, synthetics must be allowed to evolve. They must, by definition, surpass their creators. The result is conflict, destruction, chaos. It is inevitable. Reapers harvest all life, organic and synthetic, preserving them before they are forever lost to this conflict.
We're at war with the Reapers right now.
You may be in conflict with the Reapers, but they are not interested in war.
I find that hard to believe.
When fire burns, is it at war? Is it in conflict? Or is it simply doing what it was created to do? We are no different. We harvest your bodies, your knowledge, your creations. We preserve it, to be reborn in the form of a new Reaper. Like a cleansing fire, we restore balance. New life, both organic and synthetic, can once again flourish.
Alright, so now we can ask him about the Crucible.
What do you know about the Crucible?
The device you refer to as the Crucible is little more than a power source. However, in combination with the Citadel and the relays, it is capable of releasing tremendous amounts of energy throughout the galaxy. It is crude, but effective and adaptive in its design.
Who designed it?
You would not know them, and there is not enough time to explain. We first noted the concept for this device several cycles ago. With each passing cycle, the design has no doubt evolved.
Why didn't you stop it?
We believe the concept had been eradicated. Clearly, organics are more resourceful than we realized.
Alright, so now finally we can continue with this dumb story of
But you're
what's
taking
going
away
on.
our future. Without a future, we have no hope. Without hope, we might as well be machines, programmed to do what we're told.
You have hope, more than you think. The fact that you are standing here, the first organic ever, proves it. But it also proves my solution won't work anymore.
So now what?
We find a new solution.
Why are you telling me this? Why help me?
You have altered the variables.
What do you mean?
The Crucible changed me, created new possibilities, but I can't make them happen. If there is to be a new solution, you must act. It is now in your power to destroy us.
Now, destroying the Reapers, in my opinion, is probably the best way to go. But, I mean, all the endings now have changed a little
But be
bit.
warned, others will be destroyed as well.
You know, they tell you that.
The Crucible will not
I mean, I don't know.
discriminate. All synthetics will be targeted. Even you are partly synthetic.
Now, here's a new thing where you can now ask for
What
details,
exactly will
which is
happen?
really nice. Shepard's always been known
Your
to
Crucible
just
device
ask a lot of
appears to be
questions, and it was really
largely
odd
However,
before
the effects
when
of
he
the
never
blast
asked
will not be
questions.
constrained
He
to
didn't
the
question
Reapers.
any of this. So now at least you
Technology
can
you
question
rely
it.
on will be affected, but those who survive should have little difficulty repairing the damage. There will still be losses, but no more than what has already been lost.
But the Reapers will be destroyed?
Yes, but the peace won't last. Soon, your children will create synthetics, and then the chaos will come back.
There has to be another way.
There is. You could instead use the energy of the Crucible to seize control of the Reapers.
Now, like I said, all the endings are different. You just have to make the choice.
The elusive man was
But I
right
personally
after
like
all.
the destroy one
Yes,
the best.
but he could never have taken control, because we already controlled him.
But I can.
You will die. You will control us, but you will lose everything you have.
So you can question this as
How
well.
can I control the Reapers if I'm dead?
Your corporeal form will be dissolved, but your thoughts and even your memories will continue. You will no longer be organic. Your connection to your kind will be lost, though you will remain aware of their existence.
I didn't fight this war so I could give up everything I have.
And I do not look forward to being replaced by you, but I would be forced to accept it.
Not if I refuse to do it.
There is another solution. Synthesis.
And that is?
Add your energy to the crucibles. The chain reaction will combine all synthetic and organic life into a new framework, a new DNA.
Explain how my energy can be added to the Crucible.
There is little time left, but I will try. Your organic energy, the essence of who and what you are, will be broken down and then dispersed.
To do what, exactly?
The energy of the crucible, released in this way, will alter the matrix of all organic life in the galaxy. Organics seek perfection through technology. Synthetics seek perfection through understanding. Organics will be perfected by integrating fully with synthetic technology. Synthetics, in turn, will finally have full understanding of organics. It is the ideal solution. Now that we know it is possible, it is inevitable we will reach synthesis.
Why couldn't you do it sooner?
We have tried a similar solution in the past, but it has always failed.
Why?
Because the organics were not ready. It is not something that can be forced. You are ready, and you may choose it.
Now, I said right here,
You're asking me to change
I would never
everything.
do that.
Everyone.
Because that's stupid.
I can't make that decision. I won't.
Why not? Synthetics are already part of you. Can you imagine your life
I don't
without
believe
them?
in space magic. Let's just put
That's
it that way.
beside the point.
Your time is at an end. You must decide.
Now right here, you can actually
Let's get
reject
this over
the
with.
choices. If you do that, that's another
Do what you
ending,
must.
which is very odd because, like right here also, I'm actually telling you, do not shoot him. Like, I used to always shoot this little brat, but yeah, do not shoot him. If you shoot him, that will cause this rejection ending that can happen. And the rejection ending is just like, you lose, everyone dies, and it just is Liara explaining her time capsule and, you know, just giving out hints to the future, which is just, it's new, but it's still stupid. Nothing really happens. I mean, I don't know. I'm just, like, I'm pretty disappointed in the majority of this extended cut, mainly because I was such a firm believer in the indoctrination theory, and it just feels lazy. Like, all they have done with this is just try to fill in the plot holes. Now right here, I'm gonna go ahead and destroy the Reapers and show you the destroy. Now all the endings are different, like I said, but this will be the destroy one, in my opinion, the best one. So you know, as you shoot this, now there's gonna be a couple new things you're gonna see. I think you can see Thing, which is just kind of, yeah, that's kind of random. I don't know why they did that, but overall though, like, the extended cut is just pretty disappointing, just because the original ending was such dog crap, and all they did was they cleaned up the dog crap. And at the end of the day, even if you wash or clean dog shit, it's still dog shit. Right here, this is like them trying to explain this plot hole is why did Joker leave the battle, which is something Joker would have never done. So now they're acting like, oh, Hackett commanded it. He wanted everyone to retreat. So, I mean, there you go. Like, that, I guess that explains it, but still, I don't know. Like, I just feel like they should have created either a new ending, or the new ending should have started when Shepard wakes up after destroying the Reapers. If you believe in the indoctrination theory, I thought that would have been probably the best ending possible. Like, just to have Shepard wake up and something happens, instead of, you know, keeping the old ending and just cleaning it up a little bit to try to explain to us what the hell was actually going on, and what these decisions that we made, why do they matter and everything. I mean, I don't know. It's just, like I said, it's very disappointing, and it still doesn't even make much sense, to be honest. Like, there's a lot of you guys will continue to see the plot holes and not enjoy it. Like, this is not going to fix Mass Effect. This is just cleaning it up. And like I said, no matter how much you wash or clean dog crap, it's still dog crap. And the end of the game is exactly that. Is it better now? Yes. Is it if this would have been the original ending to the game, this whole explain everything explain everything with this epilogue and with these other cutscenes, would have it been accepted? Probably. I would have been okay with it. I would have been fine with it. But knowing what the original ending was, and now playing this, it can't change anything. It won't change anything because they didn't change anything. They didn't change the ending. It's still the same. The only difference is that they have explained to us what the hell was going on, showed us what will happen in the future. That's it. Like, everything is still the same, unfortunately. So, like, that's just really how I feel about the whole extended cut. I've seen all the different endings, and none of which I thought was an improvement, honestly. I mean, I can't believe they did what they did. Now, right here, they originally, like, you see the mass relay get destroyed, and they fixed that by just making it look like it gets damaged, because that's the whole idea, is that the mass relays are damaged now, and they can be repaired eventually, and no one will starve to death. Now, this scene right here, I can't stand this scene where they show the Asari homeworld and the Krogan homeworld, and Reaper's dying, and the Asari celebrating, and the Krogans celebrating. This is a straight up ripoff of Star Wars, The Return of the Jedi. At the end of the remake, or like the extended cut to Return of the Jedi, you see the same thing where they cut through all these different worlds and people celebrating and being happy that the Empire is destroyed. So that's a straight up ripoff in my book, and I thought that was really dumb to even add that in there. And this scene has also changed, where it used to be the Normandy is like getting destroyed and Joker's freaking out. Now it's just Joker pressing some buttons and I guess outrunning, for the most part, this doomsday like explosion that's about to happen to the Normandy. Which I guess that's okay. But in the end, I don't know. Like, it's just what it is. Right here is the scene where you see the Normandy that's crashed, and you know, it made no sense the first time, because when you're playing the game and you're like, you know, the Normandy just, it's like, well, what are they gonna do? There's no mass relays. It used to be the Normandy was just totally damaged beyond repair. Now if you look at it, it's actually okay. It's just he pretty much landed on the planet instead of crashing on the planet, and that's the difference between. I guess they're giving you hints that, yeah, they're gonna be okay, they're gonna get the hell out of there, because in my mind and in everyone else's mind, they were like, what happened to the Normandy? Like, are these people, is the crew of the Normandy stuck on this random planet? Is the girl that you've been courting throughout 3 games all of a sudden going to be impregnated by Joker to start a new population? Like, that's ridiculous. But I mean, that's kind of where they go. At least this time, you know, at least with this, they're telling you that no, they're okay. They're just looking at the world, or at whatever. Like, they're just looking outwards to this crap. And I mean, I don't know. It's stupid. So, like, no matter what you do, like, this is that scene was always probably the worst scene in the end of the game. And now, after this scene, they'll start, like, pretty much the epilogue and tell you everything that has happened. So, now the voices at the end during the epilogue will be different depending on the choices you make. If you make the refusal choice, you get Liara. The control choice, you get Shepard.
The war is over.
And I think you get
The
Edie
Reapers
for
have been defeated.
the other choice.
Against all odds, and in the face of the greatest threat this galaxy has ever known, we survived. We suffered many losses. The relays are severely damaged. But we won. This victory belongs to each of us. Every man, woman, and child. every civilization, on every world. Now, as we take our first steps toward restoring what we lost, we must remember what it took to win. This wasn't a victory by a single fleet, a single army, or even a single species. If this war has taught us anything, it is that we are at our strongest when we work together. And if we can put down our grievances long enough to stop something as powerful as the Reapers, imagine what we can achieve now that they are defeated. It will take time, but we can rebuild everything that was destroyed. Our homes, our worlds, our fleets and defenses, all of this and more. Together, we can build a future greater than any one of us could imagine. A future paid for by the sacrifices of those who fought and died alongside us. A future that many will never see.
Alright, so that was the end of the epilogue. Now it's going to cut to a scene on the Normandy where you see the memorial wall, and you can see that they put Anderson's name on the memorial wall. And you know, I don't know if it changes who's holding the plaque for Shepard. I mean, my relationship in this file was Liara, so it could be different if it was maybe Ashley or someone, but as you can tell, they have Shepard's
and while
memorial
we still have
thing.
many challenges ahead of us, we can face them together.
Sorry for it going black there. I don't know, like, it faded out because I wasn't pressing any buttons.
And we will honor those who died to give us that future.
Now, even though as touching as the scene that was, I thought that was probably the dumbest scene that they added. Just because, as you can tell right here, now they're leaving the planet they crashed on. So my question is, how the hell did they know that Shepard died? Not only that, how did they know that Anderson died? Like, they're just now leaving. So I just thought that was a very ridiculous scene they put in there. Now, of course, if you destroy the Reapers and you have over 5,000 effective military strength, you get to see this scene where Shepard will wake up. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, though, guys. That was the extended cut. What I felt about it, I thought that it was pretty disappointing, to be honest. They didn't really change much. Like I said, no matter what you do, it's still dog crap. So, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, guys, please comment, please like,
really happen?
please subscribe. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. So, you guys have a nice day, and I hope that you enjoy this ridiculous extended cut as much as I did. Peace out, guys.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the Shepherd.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.